We can run operating system commands. However, we don't have any response and we are 100% blind. But hackers always find a way. So let's find ours. Let's get started. Hello everyone, welcome back to this new episode. For those of you who haven't been following from the start, we are up against a really interesting challenge, Dasbox1 hosted on ROOTME. We've found a command injection vulnerability in a command service, and we were able to construct specific payloads that allow us to poke around to validate if our command has been run successfully. Everything's blind, but we can still sniff something out from the server. So as a reminder, a valid command like ID would take exactly 3 seconds to run, and if we send the request, indeed we get a delay of 3 seconds, as you can see in the bottom right corner. We also know that the machine has been heavily firewalled, so we can't run any bind shell and connect to it. We can't get a shell back using a reverse shell. So let's look for some approaches. If I wanted to do some enumeration here on the machine, what can I do? Well, the first thing I can do is maybe run ID, right? But I want to know what is the current user. Well, since this is a Linux machine running Apache, as you can see here, there's a big chance that this is running using www data. So if I pipe it to grep www-data, now, if this is the case, then the request would take 3 seconds. Let's send it. And indeed, we have 3 seconds. Just to make sure, if I type any random user, I get an instant response. As you can see, I can infer the result of the command that has been run. Now, this might not be interesting, but it's a huge deal because essentially this means that we can learn more about the server using a blind approach. So, what are the things that could be interesting to do? We can, for example, know the number of users that can connect to the machine. You can do that using ls-ali, and everything would be on /home, right? And I can count the number of lines using wc-l, and it depends on the number returned. So if I hit the right number, let's say for example we have 1 user, then the number of lines would be 3. Why? Well, if I just type it locally, as you can see here, 1 user returns 3 lines because we have the current folder and the parent folder entries. So if there's only 1 user, then we have 3 lines. So let's test that out. And no, we have maybe more than 3. Okay, what about 4? Send it. And nope. What about 5? Oh, it's taking some time. 3 seconds, meaning that we have 5 minus 2, 3 users. Perfect. What else we can do? I can try to figure out the name of those users. And to do that, I can simply do something like this. ls/home and then /something. Now, if I introduce a random garbage like this, and encode it, I get an instant answer. However, if I do something like star, this means that, hey, server, just list me all the folders under /home. Yes, we do, because we already know that there are 3 users. Now, we can slowly try to guess the name of those users. So maybe the user's name, one of the user's names starts with A. That could work. So let's use that. So that the syntax is A star, meaning anything that starts with A. So nope. What about B? Nope. What about C? Maybe D. Oh, it's taken some time. 3 seconds, meaning that there is a user that starts with the letter D. Okay, we can do the same thing. So DA and then star and send. Oh, it's taking 3 seconds, meaning the user is called DA. Now let's continue DAA. Now you get the idea. B, etc., etc. C. But it's really tedious to do that by hand. So it's natural to develop a script that would automate this task. I'd like to know your approach to automating this. Feel free to comment down below with the ideas. What's the language? What are the steps? I would love to see how you approach automating this attack. And this is what we're going to do in the next episode. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. As always, stay curious, keep learning, and go find some bugs.